shell for it, but while people are brewing and stuff like that, any deck that can play a turn 2 Still Leaf champion feels like it has a reasonable chance to win to me, and I really like to know how Ferox is out of the board. Well, hopefully this will go well. But who knows? I did take 2 changes from his deck. He had District Guide here. I just went ahead and added the Rejuvenator. Hey George, what's up? Lost to Dice Row. Really want to win Dice Rows with this deck. And we have no lands. Well, this is how the last 2 days have been for me and how the Vintage Challenge has been for me all day today. Did manage to get our money back in Vintage though, so we at least have that going for us. I think I'll actually keep that. I did not play in a pre. No pre for Searsist. This is Bant Fog. Okay, not Bant Fog, so we have a chance. I think I'm going to play the Mana Producers. Oh, interesting. Our opponent seems to not have anything. Did you play any, George? Well, we have a pretty good hand. Could block, force him to spend a mana, but I don't think I will. That sucks. Hope you feel better. It's kind of weird. I don't think that's a card I particularly care about, but that's okay. So we're going to start with this. Then we're going to do this, I think. Let's do the math. So if we do this, that goes up to 4. We tap that for 4. We use this on this. It untaps it. It goes to 5. We have 4 mana. So we can't get an extra anyway. Alright. Well. Sure. So we can play you. Yes. Go ahead and take you. And we can either pump you up or just play you. I think I'm just going to play you. Kind of went a little wild there. Going a little wild's neat. So next turn, we can pump this up and pump this up. And get a thing in play and maybe do more. We'll have to see if we can do more. We are out of gas though, so they do not have a profitable attack. So which mana does this produce right now? 7. So 7's not enough for that. So that means I need to do this. And then I think I attack with this, and this. Could just attack with the 8/8 too. Have to trade both of these for it. That seems better than that. Which means I should have left the Llanowar Elf untapped. I did poor math. Oh shoot! I forgot I needed to pump this up. I was right, I was supposed to attack with the 8. I'm so stupid. That was a pretty foolish mistake. Not necessarily sure it matters, but it was still foolish. Well, that was sick. Okay. Yeah, opponent's dead Reno here. We could attack with them all, then use this on this to untap it and pump that and pump that. Alright. Well, I don't know what my opponent's playing, but it seems like a thing that null hides are good versus. Just big O ornery things. I don't actually want to get rid of this Stony. So I'll cut a Rejuvenator on the draw instead. This is kind of a numbo. I have to pay the extra 2, but anytime that I'm using the Stony, I'm generally generating mana anyway. Sounds fine. Drew a 1 of Island. Feels like our opponent had better have an answer to our friend here. Or we'll find something. That's a pretty good card. Gosh, all of these cards are good. What do we do? Let's just play them all. That was actually a poor use of mana, but... Oh wow, I bricked. Never in a million years thought I'd brick. That's a pretty large mistake, then, I think. We're gonna need some of those cards. I should have played the 1/3. How bad am I playing? Should have played the 1/3 to block. I'm taking 2 damage here that I shouldn't be taking. George, how bad can I play? I'd like to blame it on new cards, but I know what this card and this card do, so I don't know if we can beat this draw without hitting something. Alright, well, you break even. And we put a bunch of Crassuses on the bottom, so that's not good for us. wonder what they have. Because this attack seems slightly awkward. Maybe they're just going to Wrath of God. Nope. Well, I don't know what that attack was then. Was that one of those attacks where it was like, well, what I'm doing don't get any better. I guess I'll do it. Oh, wow. Elf. Do you have flash? You do not have flash. Well, if you don't have flash, what do we want to do? So I want to leave some blockers. So 5. I'll gain a bunch of life and draw a bunch of cards. Neat. Neatness is being had. um, your go. Do you think we did enough? Like, we certainly did some things. We played a 10-10 flying trample. I'll block you. I'll block you. I'll block you. And I'll block you. JK. I'll take 4. Murph, I've only played burn decks mostly, so it's pretty hard to say, really. So you are a flying trample, right? We just attack with you and then play you for 1,000,000? Attack with you. I think I'm going to go ahead and play this too. It's only 1 mana less. Basically, I'm going to leave just a big bunch of blockers right now, though. I play you for another 10. Um, just in case somehow they have some kind of Wrath of God effect, I'm going to hold the Growth Chamber for next turn. You lost a $100 match last night at the pre-release. Oh wow, that sucks. Hey JJ, hey Murph. Why are you on the Murph dog, Murph? Did you get banned on enough of your other accounts that you're just playing that one? This card performed versus our no removal opponent. We did it. We're on the boards with a win. I'm gonna just call this guy Phyroid instead of Hydroid. It's a jellyfish Hydra beast. I don't even want to know what type of orgy made that. Isn't people trolling that aren't banning you? So, any match where our opponent doesn't kill our Marwyn, we have a chance? I don't like that odds. Those odds. What the? Look at the art on this thing. This thing is redonkulous. Havoc is a small price to pay for data. A small price, friendos, for the datas. I'm currently 3-1 in my sealed deck, if that counts for anything. I have 2 removal spells. One of them's pretty bad, but other than that, my deck is lit. Also, limited on arena is the literal worst. You can't trade the cards, you can't sell the cards, the EV's bad, it's almost impossible to go infinite, and you can't lay your deck out. You have to like scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, which is super annoying. I declare it super annoying. I don't want to keep drawing lands. Tandy agrees with me. He literally was just agreeing with that in chat. There's a good chance I'm just supposed to jam a 4/4 there, but maybe I'm trying to be too cute. Now, still deck on there is silly because like you get to see like so few cards. You can't really look at the decks. You can't save multiple versions of decks. They killed our Marwyn. I am frustrated. Alright, well. There's a good chance I would put this into combat to kill a Fireblade artist. The blue part is the Clarassus and counterspells of the sideboard. So a lot of these decks use like Vanquisher Banner and stuff like that as the payoff card, and we're trying to use this as the payoff card. I think I'm just going to go ahead and block here. I can't take this amount of damage, it's too much. That 1 point of damage doesn't kill anything, so... Well, this isn't good. We're missing our land drops. That's a really good one, but I don't think this triggers on... Yeah, it's non-token. So we got that going for us. Can block here, and if we block here, when this dies, we die, or our still leaf dies. So I'd rather just block that. They'll use a burn spell probably, but we're definitely about to die here. Flying trample. So it's 2. I don't think 2 gets us anywhere. Not sure we can win this game. We got some decent sideboard cards though. We'll just bring in all of our high toughness. We'll bring in our Brontodons, our Feroxes, and we'll probably even bring in Harpooner because they're obviously going to be on Spawn of Mayhem. And we'll get rid of some of our combo-y stuff. Oh yeah, we are super dead. Toot toot. Super dead. I don't even think we have an out. So if we do this, we're not dead, but they get to finish off both of our Still Leaf champions. So I think I want these for sure. I think I want these. I'm going to dump these this time. I'm going to dump these this time because I think it's pretty obvious that we're not really going to get to go off with that. I think I'm actually going to cut some of our payoff here too. No, I'm just not going to cut a Crassus. I think this hand's okay. Cat boating your face. Well, that's not where they typically want to be. Well, we're going to have a druid for that. We're just going to slam a 5-4 and hope it's enough. Another land. There's only 22 land in this deck, so drawing 3 spells and 6 lands and 9 cards is pretty unlucky. Kind of just want to attack, but I'm too afraid to have a Bed Devil or Bedevil for this or something. Or they'll have a Judith. Judith would be pretty brutal. Targeting me? Oh. What do you do? Alright. If he trades, that's fine. If he eats this, that's fine. If he ignores it, I'm sad. And they ignored it. Hey, Tacos, what's up? Smacking gum and dropping the F-bomb. Yeah, that's Bedevil. We're technically ahead on the race, but I gotta assume they're gonna kill our Still Leaf somehow. And we've not drawn a spell yet. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're practically dead. Alright, looks like we're just playing this to block with then. Is this a fight? It's BE Devil. Obviously, a million things kill me. I'm at 2 life. Hopefully, they just forgot this had reach and dies to this, but that doesn't seem very likely. That felt like a pretty large slow row. But we didn't draw a spell that game. There's not a lot we can do. The game was pretty close considering we didn't draw a spell. Hey, this is the guy who built our deck. We have no payoff here. Uh-oh. Well then. Don't think I just want to play that out into death. So we'll do something like this, and then like try to hold up the Stony to keep it alive. I'm shocking anyway, so I might as well. Actually, just gonna do this too. Not gonna worry about the Stonies. I get to sacrifice a creature. I want to sacrifice this one I don't care about. And I guess the game is over. We just got crushed by two very different Rakdos decks. Kind of want to leave these this time because the Rakinley Phoenix is an actual problem. But I definitely want these, and that makes things hard. I'm going to cut some spells anytime I bring in Ferox. Whoever made that trade probably seems silly. I guess I'm going to keep it. Because he's not super likely to kill the elf on ones, which means I'll at least get to play a druid on two in most situations. just gonna start casting 6/6s and hope they're enough. Gutterbone's a pretty decent card. Well, this isn't good. We're missing our land drop. Whenever I attack here, he's gonna block, sack. I'm gonna have to kill this and this. Oh wow. Forgot this had summoning sickness. So I lose a Ferox here and I can't replay anything to the board. Neat. And then he'll be able to kill our other Ferox next turn. Look how much gas they still have. This card is sick. Alright, we're just dead. We can't beat this. Alright, well, Rakdos has worked us twice. This could be an exceedingly fast stream. I've only been live 30 minutes and we're almost out. I guess if I lose the next round, we'll finish my sealed deck. I'm currently 3-1 in. Sure. I think it's a keep. They're on Elves too. I guess it depends on which one of us draws Marwyn. So let's look at. Oh, look, they're the ones that drew Marwyn. Probably just gonna kill their Marwyn. I guess it's better to do it during their upkeep. They have a good hand. Let's go for the greedy play. It's probably better just to develop my mana in all honesty. I think what I did was probably wrong. Yeah. Yeah, what I did was definitely wrong. Not developing my mana was just super bad. So this lets us pump an incubation druid. Well, they shock last turn. They did shock, didn't they? That's pretty good. I'm not crazy. I'm pretty sure they shocked. It's only costs 1 mana because we get one of the manas back from the Marwyn. That worked out perfectly then. Did I play a land this turn? I wasn't watching. So turn 7 sears us. I did not play a land. So I can play this for 10. If I hit the thing, I can untap the Marwyn. Well, I didn't hit the thing, so I guess it doesn't matter. And only one was good. There's good mythics? That surprises me. I didn't know there was good mythics in this set. You just have another Crassus. I don't think I care about that. Not sure what that does here. I guess I'm going to start with this. Oh, honestly though, I feel like I have to get a little lucky now. I didn't even hit a land yet. Well, I just hit the land, but well, that one was useful. We tap you for 8. Fair enough. Um, I messed up, by the way. I should have floated more blue into my pool earlier. That's pretty sick. That was kind of a sick turn. I'm not going to lie. I agree. Sorry about that. I wasn't really looking at chat there. I was trying to figure out how wild we could go. Turns out, pretty damn wild. I don't think I'm changing anything from the play to the draw. Turns out we can go pretty damn wild. This hand's pretty medium, but I'm going to keep on the power of the incubation. Apparently, our opponent agrees. They're also going to keep on the power of incubation. Well, we didn't hit anything good with ours. Let's see if they hit anything good with theirs. They hit something slightly better. Guess we kind of messed up last turn. We could have took the Llanowar in case we drew a Llanowar. Vafnir. Converted mana costs 1 plus what's sacrificed. So they can get decent things. I guess that's good enough that I'm going to kill it. Anytime you can cast a sorcery. So I can make sure I don't get attacked by doing it now. I don't think they brought in the big stuff. Doesn't seem soups likely. Well, they're holding up Frilled Mystic, so I'm just gonna put a small value one of these out. Arg. Blue, colorless. It's not very good. It's just a 4/4, but I get to draw 2 cards. Okay, well they didn't have the one thing. Yeah, a lot of the stage is ridiculous. 7 of 4/4 is pretty good here. That's pretty good too. Trying to force them to use their counterspell. Maybe they don't actually have one. Well, I'll take 4. I don't care. What is this? Oh, I'll make it 5. Yeah, still don't care. That did not change the amount of carrying I had. I assure you. Guess I need to play this one. And if things go really bad and we really need to block, we can untap one of these. I don't think that's going to happen though, unless they have the wrong classes. And in which case, this game will get a lot more interesting. Tap 6 blue there. River's Rebuke. Okay, I'm probably dead then. I guess I'm going to have to bring in the gates. Okay. Well, I thought this game was super over, but our opponent has River's Rebuke. That card's not remotely beatable in the mirror. Maybe we both won't get a bad draw this time. Well, we got a bad draw. Still keep. There's some percentage chance of just playing a turn 3 still leaf champion can win this match. Which is what I think I'm going to go for. So I can play the Still Leaf and the Growth Guardian here. I don't know if that was good enough. Being able to attack for 8 next turn seems pretty strong. Vafnir may be too good. Um, let's go ahead and put them on the defense, though. It's too early for them to cast River's Rebuke, but they can certainly block and stay alive. We have to give something up, though. We need to draw on the gate. I think if we draw on the gate, we'll probably win. Commander deck nest. Wait, what'd you guys say? Sorry. Apparently, I've missed a ton of the chat. Okay. Oh, I guess they're just going to concede before I make my attack. I was going to attack with these, so I guess they technically weren't dead, but we were going to get another 4/4. They were very likely going to double block or something. So we were going to pay 3, get a 4/4 in our hand. Then we were going to play it and pay another 3 and put the other 4/4 in our hand. I don't know. But anyway, we got a chance to get a pity chest. Man, that River's Rebuke seemed like a pretty nice mirror breaker, didn't it? We can do it, deck. One time. Pity chest. Pity chest, pity chest. Some of them did, yeah. They're really good in those matches too. God, all of our hands are so bad. I'm pretty sure I'm going to say that every one of our hands are bad that doesn't have a Llanowar Elf. Like, double Crassus doesn't seem very good at all. And we don't have any of our tools that go with this. I'm going to mulligan. I think this hand's a lot better. While still not being very good. But like the Still Leaf Champion can win games. It's pretty fun so far, but we lose. We've been losing to any deck that can kill Marwyn. Opponent's taking a long time to decide to play their land. Hopefully this will find us an Incubation Druid. Incubation Druid hype. Yes. Incubation Druid into Hizzy. Did we get paired versus another mirror match? I certainly hope not, especially when we don't have lands. We did get paired versus another mirror. Well, we know what we do versus mirrors, right? We're just going to slam 5/5s and hope. Actually, I don't even think I can do that here. I don't really have a good play. I'm like already super far behind. And we're missing our land drop. I guess we're going to start with this. None of those cards matter. think I'm going to play this one. I think it works out better if we draw a land. If we don't draw a land, it doesn't work out better. Oh, I'm from Eastern Kentucky. Um, the hills of Appalachia. Where are you all from? And thank you for stopping by to chat, by the way. So everybody we've played versus has their own little spice and little changes, which is kind of interesting. And we did not hit our land, but is that good enough? Yeah, that's good enough to do what I wanted. Whoops. Alright, so now I have good blockers out. Next turn we can go a little crazy with Growth Chamber Guardian while building up our Marwyn. We really need to hope that we don't get hit by a Thrilled Mystic here, which seems like it's fairly likely. He has 3 cards in hand. Or they have 3 cards in hand. Ah, from Louisville. I like that city a pretty good amount. It's a cool city for sure. I guess I just want to do this then. If we didn't counterspell the last one, you're going to counterspell this one? Answer to that question was no. Think I'm going to attack with the 5/5s or the 5/4s. If he pumps both of these in trades, I don't really consider that bad of a scenario. If he also um, yeah, he can also do something like that. We live near Detroit. I think Michael Jacob used to live near Detroit. I've never been that far north. I hear it's kind of a rough area. I'm a little afraid of our opponent having a Frilled Mystic. Kinda want to just attack with these. See if we can get them to use a bunch of mana. If they don't use the mana, I'm not exactly sure what I'll do. Okay. We can resolve the Crassus for sure now. We're going to lose 2 of our things here. He's going to lose 2 of his. He gets the better end of the deal because we're going to kill a Jade Light Ranger. Actually, I'm going to kill this. That's not the block I would have made, but I'll take it. Sure. Well, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have played that. I should not have played that. I shouldn't have shocked for sure. Okay, well they're just done. Us putting Crassus on the stack is enough. They didn't want to. Well, we so far, Ricky, I've got paired versus 2 mirror matches and 2 Rakdos decks, but the Rakdos decks were very different. We also got paired versus a Bant Good Stuff deck. Yesterday we got paired versus a Teamer deck, a bunch of Gruul decks, I think a Fog deck, maybe. I don't exactly remember. That was yesterday. I don't really. I don't want a sideboard. If they're playing River's Rebuke and we lose game 2 because of it, we'll bring in the negates for game 3. But if not, we don't really have anything in our sideboard that matters. And we have no land, so goodbye hand. And we'll keep this hand because this hand's lit. Nope, I lost to the 2 Rakdos decks. This hand is quite lit. This card's really nice. Something kind of in my eye here. We are currently doing it. I think that's what they say. I think that's what they say. We're doing it. Elfarino. Oops. About mess up there. Tap you for green. Okay, opponent doesn't want to play anymore. Oh no, sorry, that's my vintage tournament. Sorry about that. I guess the vintage is over. Oh, well this guy conceded too. Apparently, once you cast Crassus, they don't want to play no more. Well, so I like how both tournaments ended at the exact same time and we got confused. I guess let's see if Nassif ended up taking down the vintage tournament. Nassif did. He beat the paradoxical outcome deck that's got Lavinia in the main deck. This guy's deck, maybe not his 75, but his deck literally will break this format. They will have to ban PO. Alright, well, anyway, just a little vintage that nobody cares about. Wait, where did our prize go for this tournament? Did we get... I never saw the prize pop up. Okay, yeah, I only had 20 chests, so the prize did pop up. Alright, the deck felt pretty good. Paradoxical outcome in vintage. I believe that Lavinia is going to be the card that pushes that. Like, paradoxical outcome and workshop and dredge. Well, mostly paradoxical outcome and workshop are like the 2, I want to say best decks in the format, but they're like not really the best decks. There's also like a Xerox deck that's really good and stuff like that. There's other decks, but like they're the 2 pillars. They're the 2 like archetypes, right? Like you call Dredge an archetype, or you call Elves an archetype, or whatever. But like, so like a lot of the other blue decks are interchangeable. Those 2 are the only decks that have like a super focused plan around one card. Obviously, like Xerox, you have a plan around Pyromancer, but it's not really the same because you get there in a million different ways. But what I'm trying to say is, when you play Paradoxical Outcome, you're trying to basically storm them and or mentor them. When you play Shops, you're just trying to deny them mana. But Lavinia is the perfect card. I like how we're talking about vintage when we're supposed to be talking about standard. Uh, I'll probably pronounce it wrong or spell it wrong. Yeah, I didn't spell it right at all, did I? I got standard, set, guilds, some kind of gold card. Wait. Oh, that's why I didn't have. So the cool thing about this card is, whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent on it, it counters it. So when you're on the play, it already affects all of your opponent's Moxes. If they're playing a deck like Shops, it affects their X spells. If you're playing versus another blue deck, it affects things like Dig Through Time, Treasure Map. But the kicker of this card is the top part of that. It says each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with converted mana cost greater than or equal to the number of lands. So this is kind of like a lock piece, but it's a lock piece that also protects from Force of Will that you can fit into your combo deck anyway, since you're already producing white mana. So it has no cost, and it can affect your opponent's mana. It can affect all your, Force of Wills, treasure maps. Hell, today I had an opening hand with 2 Gitaxian probes in it, and my opponent just went turn 1 Mox, turn 1 land, play Lavinia. I'm like, well, cool. Now my probes are pay 1 mana. That makes them considerably worse. But like this card's going to be ridiculous in vintage. But anyway, back to talking about the standard deck because nobody actually cares about vintage. I'm sorry that popped up in the middle. The deck felt fine. If there's going to be a bunch of mirrors or a bunch of mid-range decks, I think I want the River's Rebuke in the sideboard. One certainly blew us the hell out. Other than that, it feels a lot like the Elf Ball decks from last season. Whereas if your opponent has removal spells and they're interacting with your Marwins and they're interacting with your Incubation Druids, your deck kind of just spins its wheels and does nothing. But if they ignore those cards, this Crassus has felt like a pretty reliable top-end win con. Like, it doesn't feel like we need to vanquish your banners and the drawing a bunch of cards anymore. It feels like the Crassus just does all of that. And the Nullhide Feroxes coming out of the sideboard are going to be great in a ton of matches, I think. So I think that's pretty neat. Well, I mean, hey, I played the vintage event today, so I clearly care. I lost my win for top 16. I was kind of sad. I wanted the top 16 for that little bit of change. I think it's 10 treasure chests and like plus 50 play points or something. But more importantly, I got 2 format points. I need to start playing more. I definitely don't have enough format points. Yeah. Gotta start playing more. I've got like 6 vintage, 9 modern, 1 legacy. I played 0 pauper. I don't play the dailies, and I play so few of the champs, and I've not cracked one yet. I've X2'd a few, but I've always fell slightly out of the top 16, even when I've X-fewed them. The Commander's the only one I've top 8'd, and they took it away. But yeah, so this is what we played. What time is it? I think we'll play 1 or 2 games of my Seal deck. Because I have a few minutes before I need to log off. I need to log off around 8 tonight. So we'll get some bonus Seal deck action in here. The deck's not great. I'm missing on. I don't have very many interactive spells, but I have a lot of decent to really good creatures. So If you don't like sealed, I apologize. Don't really have anything else to do in such a short time period. I don't have enough time for another league. Um, so this is the sealed deck. I'll start by showing off the list. We got an Angel of Grace. We got two of these unblockable Vigilance dudes, which are absolutely fantastic. And we got a Sphinx of the Foresight. The only removal we have whatsoever, though, is a Bring to Trial and the Swirling Torment, and here we go, and the Law Mage's Binding. But it's possible to blow somebody else or blow somebody out and get a removal off of the Fairy Dust. But it's decent. It's not great. It's like pretty medium. I'm playing like several cards I don't really want to play. I don't really want to be playing 10th Street District. I don't really want to be playing the Officer. I don't really want to play the Sentinel Courier, but it is fine. But yeah, it's okay. I have no idea, Murph. For standard on Arena, I'm playing Green White Angels because there's so many mono red decks. In the WinCon TV, the Smash GG tournament tomorrow, I'll be playing mono red. However, we have to mulligan. I would like to be on the draw with this deck, but you don't get that option. But I'll be playing red deck wins. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll do very well in that event, considering I don't have the correct cards. So hopefully we'll find another land. We did not of the right color. I'm still going to leave the Angel of Grace on top. Hey, Albert. Thank you for those 10 biddies, my friend. Yeah, the pod check's pretty sweet. This is obviously like a pretty weak hand. It's pretty easy for them to get under us. But we're just going to play a 4-4 into a 5-5 and hope it's good enough. Probably will not block. Should have played an island. It was kind of a mistake not to. Azurius is pretty strong. To see what kind of removal they have. Collision, that's a pretty good one. Oh, the sand's not great. I'm actually just going to slam this now. It kind of inhibits their attack a little bit. Azurius, I think, is one of the weakest colors. Like, I don't ever really want to be in these colors. I would call Azurius the second worst color. Orzhov, I think, is pretty easily the worst in sealed. I think Orzhov gets considerably better in draft, though. Yeah. We have no chance to win this game. Both of these trade with this cleanly. So basically, I'm just hoping to get lucky here and be able to kill this off and then find something. That's fine. It's a pre-release at Pikeville, Kentucky. I doubt there's an average limited player. I doubt there's even an average limited player in the room. That's a pretty good card. Alright. Certainly dead. Dead on board, in fact. Like I said, it's definitely easy to get under me. I don't really have anything in the early game that's relevant. This hand's much better. I'm going to try to quench a better play than these. Hero Precinct 1's a pretty nice card. Sure. Don't really care if they get a bunch of 1/1s. If the 1/1s do anything, that would make me care. Just play the strong. I'm just gonna play the stronger one. I want to attack, so I'm gonna play the 4/4 and try to attack. Yeah, Quench is pretty sweet. A lot of people don't like it, but it's done a lot of work for me. Don't need that. Let's keep the board. Gummy. Hold a Quench for maybe a removal spell. JK. I was gonna cast this now. Takes the Quench offline, but it's a 2/4 unblockable. Gets the game over with rather quickly. Hey, they get to gain 10 life? Wow. That's pretty sick. Doesn't do anything as of yet, but it's pretty slick. Sucks to be us. Why are you making me click 1,000 things? Still 7-turn clock and they don't have anything going on. I like big butts and I cannot lie. This Quench is going to be useless this game. Ew. Don't know if they get big enough for me to care. A 4/2 over there. No cards in their hand, right? Nothing that pumps either. Seems like there's no reason not just to block it. Hey Sears, what's up? I have not made persistent things yet. Uh-oh. Well, that one's a problem. It's one of the only cards I think you can win the game with in this spot. I don't know why it tapped that many of my islands. You kind of don't do anything. So I can block with them if I want. Thing doesn't have trample. My 3/2 doesn't really do anything, so seems like a very free block. Um, Smash. No such thing as too many persistence. Fair enough, my man. Oh, that gaining 3 life. Boo. Boo. We almost had him. That gaining 3 life's too much. So if I just take the 8 and attack back, they're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have to block. So I don't have to block. I can just block next turn. Maybe it'll. Maybe I'll draw a. Oh, that card's ridiculous here. How ridiculous was this card here? So they can only even attack with 4 or 5 things. They gained an additional 10 life this game. Yeah, 1/3s are pretty decent. Won't deny that. Sorry. I'd rather just block with you. And you don't have lifelink, do you? Nope. Unblockable cards are ridiculous. What time is it? 8:01. I got time for one more. Maybe we'll lose and we'll be just done. But yeah, I got time for one more. Pushing it a little bit, but over half my viewers left when we switched to sealed. Quite literally over half of the viewers. This hand's decent. Wouldn't mind a 2-drop, but because like I said, one of the things you can do is get under this deck. Guess I'm just gonna go ahead and play it so he can't attack. This costs 1 more mana to play because of that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play it now. Would obviously trade if given the opportunity. Will block if he uses a combat trick or his own duelist. That's better than what he can do with it on some other time. I think this is the worst one that I have. I'd rather just play it into open counterspell mana. If it gets quenched or whatever, it gets quenched. Wow, they're going to use a Lawbringer on a bad 2/3? That's a win. That card's pretty good. That card's pretty good. Yeah, I've not got paired versus any of the petitioner decks yet. Oh, that's sweet. They got 2 cool rares. What do you do? Takes a lot of mana to adapt you. Alright, I'm just gonna play Yuvin. Attack for 4 flying vigilance. I've made my own Sarah Angel. They shocked. Wonder what they have. 5 mana removal spell, sure. Well, this is getting a little discouraging. Let's see if we can find a land. I'm just gonna slam this too. We have our own Bring to Trial if they do get a big angel in play. I want to keep attacking. Sure. They didn't want to spend a mana, which is interesting. I'm just gonna try to play it. Leave our Knight Arbiter alone, thank you. That's a pretty good one. But luckily we have this. I don't care about trading this for the front half of that and that, which is what I'm expecting to happen here. I don't want them to get any more triggers. Or I don't want their mana to keep aggravating me. That's kind of what I meant to say. This is the second game in a row that I don't think I've got any value out of my Quench because I think I've played poorly with it. Like they have some kind of instant here. They have card draw spells, so I'm going to go ahead and play the Plains. 3 Nexus. That's interesting. Let's go keep attacking with that. Till they give me a reason not to. I don't even think I want to play this right now. I want them to commit mana first. It's unblockable and vigilance. It's kind of ridiculous. That card's pretty good. But now they shouldn't have enough mana to counterspell. I guess they could have the one that gives a counter. They did not. Send with the world now. And get ready to play our other really nice rare. Yeah, it's a common. It's a common. It's the coolest thing about Azurius, in my opinion, is like this common's ridiculous. And the art on it's cool. Dude's just like, you won't pass. I'm just gonna run through these folk. Guess I'm gonna play you. Boom. Yeah, it's a common. Alright, well, anyway, so that's it for me today. We got a pity chest with elves, and we're currently 5-2 in this seal deck, but I do have to go. I've got about 20 minutes, and I've got some IRL things to do, and then it's the Lakers o'clock. Appreciate you all coming out again. Unfortunately, half the viewers left when I switched to sealed, so I probably won't try sealed again. People were liking that green deck. I got up to 15 viewers. That's a lot for me. But take care, everybody, and thank you so much for coming by.